Hey, Jeff here. A lot of times training clients, you see them on a regular basis, and from one workout to the next, they may feel weaker one day than they did the previous week or the day before. And their question is always, or their comments more is the telling part. It's like, well, I'm getting weaker. Why am I getting weaker? And just because you're weak or you feel a little bit weaker from your previous, compared to your previous workout, especially if you're something like a runner or a cyclist and your normal run is a little bit slower on a certain day, or you're a weightlifter and you just don't feel quite as strong. I always equate that first of all to professional athletes. Professional athletes have good days and bad days. There's some days where they just look like they can conquer the world, and there's other days where they're making errors, they're fumbling the football, they're just not running as fast or as strong as they did the game before. So when those professional athletes can have good days and bad days, go a little bit easier on yourself and know that that's going to happen with you too. Your energy is going to fluctuate from one day to the next, and it could be what you ate for lunch that day compared to the previous week, what you had for a snack, have you had enough water, those type of things you have to look at to make sure is all you're comparing apples to apples. So with that being said, that's where that food diary comes into play. So when you're keeping a food diary, you're writing down, okay, I had this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, had this much water. And so when you feel really good, or on the other end of it, when you're feeling not quite as strong, you can go back to that food diary and say, well, this is why. I had a half of an apple before I went for my workout the previous time, and that gave me a little bit of extra energy because that can make a big difference, especially if you're working all day long and you might be coming on an empty tank. Or that you've had this amount of sleep, and I would add that to your food diary as far as what you're logging in on is how much sleep you're getting. Is it regular sleep? Is it sporadic sleep? Is it you're waking up in the middle of the night? That type of thing too can play such a big role in what's going on with your workouts. Why am I not as strong as the day before? So I always tell people, don't beat yourself up because it's not a huge deal. If you're continuing to decline as far as your energy goes, I think that's something to really take a look at. But usually it's from one to the next, and then the next one they come in and they're feeling like Superman and they can just conquer the world. All right, love for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends and family, and we'll talk to you again soon.